All right, Rick, we are at the halfway point on the Central Texas football calendar, and normally in this spot we give out game balls, but why don't we give out game balls for the entire season and just talk about the season as we head into the second half of the 2009 football season. Who's your player of the year so far?
Well, my player of the year is Michael Brewer, quarterback at Lake Travis. You talk about a player with a little bit of pressure on him. He had to live up to Garrett Gilbert, the All-American, All-World, All-Planet, All-Universe quarterback for the last couple of years. All he's done is thrown 19 touchdown passes, 1 interception. He averages 324 yards passing a game, and that's the big reason Lake Travis is number 1 in 4A.
All right, a couple years ago, I think it was 2002 or 2003, we had co-players of the year up at Vernon, Stephen McGee and Jordan Shipley. This might be another year that happened, because my player of the year is going to go to Brewer's teammate Andy Erickson. He's their wide receiver, running back, special teams guy. He has 13 touchdowns this year, 6 rushing touchdowns, 6 receiving touchdowns. He's also taken a kickoff back. He did that last week against Hutto. So he's a little spark plug on their offense. He's a matchup nightmare for a lot of these teams just because of how quick he is. And Rice got very lucky that they got him early in the recruiting game because they got a very good find in him. Who's your coach of the year so far?
My coach is Mark Ryland from Anderson. It's not every year that you hear Anderson as a playoff contender, especially after going 2-8 last year, but they've gotten off to a good start. I thought them beating Bowie last week was one of the biggest upsets of the first half. Former Pflugerville assistant, he's really gotten the job going here at Anderson.
My game ball for Coach of the Year is going to go to Coach Gerard Perry up in Bastrop. Bastrop's been kind of a laughing stock the last couple of years. 2-8 last year, 1-9 the year before. So the Bears, they've only had 3 wins the past 2 seasons. They have 5 this year. One of those wins came against Pflugerville a couple weeks ago. They really manhandled the Panthers to kind of show that they are a legit team. So gotta like what Coach Perry's done in his second year up there. He's got a lot of playmakers up there. This summer they advanced to the state passing tournament. So all in all, a lot of things good are going up on Bastrop, and that's on Coach Perry's shoulders. So he's gonna get my Coach of the Year award. I know we're going to disagree on this one. Best team in Central Texas. Who's your best team?
It's not Westlake this year, which I'm sure that a lot of people will be assuming that I would have picked Westlake. For some reason, that's where the readers think.
They do think we love some Westlake.
I love Westlake, but it's Lake Travis. Lake Travis is number 1 in the state, Class 4A. They've won 36 in a row. Coach Morris has won his first 22 games at the school. 22-0 is good in my book. Even though they were expected to be good, it's hard to be that good for that long. So I'm going to go with Lake Travis.
Going Stony Point last year, they're a controversial penalty away from maybe getting to the state championship game. And if they probably got in there, they probably would have won their first state title. Doesn't seem like they've had much of a hiccup this year. They had to replace a couple key players. They're still rotating the quarterbacks, but that hasn't seemed to really affect them much. Their defense is ferocious. Their offense is doing just fine. So I still think Stony Point's probably the best team in the area. I think it'd be great if we could get the Lake Travis Stony Point game, but that's only going to happen in our heads, I guess. So
maybe in non-district next year or some year.
All right, so those are our midseason awards. Check back in the paper on Tuesday. We're going to be running all of them. Talking about the best teams, best players, best games to look forward to next year or for the rest of the season. So check that out in the paper tomorrow. And one more game ball I got to give out to. I got to give one out up to the Colorado Rockies. I'm repping the Rockies today. We own the Phillies, so expect to see us heading on over to the National League Championship Series.
Dodgers, Yankees.